Nvda stands for Non-Visual Desktop Access and is a free screen reader for Microsoft Windows. It is a fully functional screen reader that can be used to read the contents of your laptop or desktop screen. You can download Nvda to your PC or laptop by simply searching for it in your browser and clicking on the link to download it and then following the installation steps. A donation is requested but is not essential. So Nvda as a screen reader is an essential tool for students who are blind or who need speech all of the time. But Nvda can also be very beneficial for students who have low vision, particularly students who may experience eye strain or visual fatigue when working with screens for a long period. Such students can usually switch from visual to auditory input by just pressing the keystroke Control-Alt-N to turn on Nvda. So I'll just press that now, Control-Alt-N.
Welcome to Nvda.
And that brings up the Nvda program with the Nvda welcome screen. I can now press the escape key to hide the welcome screen.
Desktop list. OBS Studio 17 of 8.
Okay, so Nvda is very useful because it will read every element underneath the mouse pointer. So if I move my mouse pointer around different elements.
Google Chrome. Team Viewer Host. Manual Looky 5 Microsoft Edge.
Okay.
Desktop, Word file, task, reformation in.
If I open a document, our text document, again, I can move my mouse pointer over any element on the ribbons.
Home, insert, design, layout, bold, make, italic, underline your text. The Reformation in Ireland.
As you see, Nvda will read every element that it moves the mouse pointer over. So again, if I come down to some text here.
Unlike similar movements for religious reform on the continent of Europe, the various phases of the English Reformation.
So if I want to read line by line, I can just use my up and down arrow key.
Ireland, however, the government's policy was not embraced by public opinion. Of the population continued to adhere to Roman Catholicism. Ireland, in government policy, to which public.
If I want to pause the speech, I can just press the Shift key, and then if I want to resume reading again, I press the Shift key again.
Opinion in England gradually accommodated itself.
If I want to stop the speech, I press the Control key. To read all of the text, I press the Nvda key and down arrow. Now, Nvda key means two keys basically. It can be either the caps lock key or the insert key, depending on your particular laptop or desktop PC. You can use either key, whichever is most convenient. So in this case, I'm going to use the caps lock key as the Nvda key. So to read all, I will press caps lock and down arrow.
Fully accommodated itself. Spelling error S in Ireland, however. The government's policy was not embraced by public opinion. The majority of the population continued to adhere to Roman Catholicism.
Okay, so that's the read all command. If I wanted to read the current line, it's the caps lock key or Nvda key and up arrow.
In government policy, to which public opinion in England gradually accommodated itself. Spelling error S in.
Okay. So that's just some of the main keyboard commands for reading text with Nvda. Now, for a student who wants just to use the speech occasionally as when they need it, you can have it turned off and you can just use the keyboard command Nvda key and S, which is caps lock key and S, to turn the speech on or off.
Speech mode off.
And I need to press it twice to bring it back on again. So
speech mode beeps. Speech mode talk.
So caps lock key and S will toggle the speech on or off. So a student who only wants to put speech on at particular times can, once they have it running in the background, and can toggle it as they need it. So just also Nvda can be a very useful for people who are typing text. So I'm just going to go to a new blank document here. So I'm just going.
Document forward. Microsoft Word document edit multi.
And I'm just going to type some text here. So So you can hear it there that it was echoing every character that I spoke. which for somebody who's starting off typing, it can be useful to hear it echoing each word to know you're typing the right thing. But for most people who use screen readers, they would find that quite irritating, and they would prefer that it would just echo the words, if at all, basically. So to turn on the screen echo of characters, you press the Nvda key and 2, which is caps lock and 2. So
Speak typed characters off.
Speak typed characters off. I press it again, it would toggle it on again.
Speak typed characters on. Speak typed characters off. Screenreader. Which be downloaded.
So again, it's just at the moment it's just speaking the words as I type them, which for most people is sufficient. If I wanted to change it so it wouldn't speak the words, I can press the key Nvda key plus 3, which again is caps lock key and 3 in this case.
Speak typed words off. Speak typed words on.
Okay. So they're just some of the main commands for using NVDA, an introduction to using NVDA. Now you can also
desktop list. OBS.
You can also go to the Nvda settings and you can change the voice, the pitch, the rate in the settings. And to access the Nvda settings, you press the Nvda key and N, which is caps lock and N.
Nvda menu. Setting. Nvda speech. Speech 2 of 13.
And here we can change the voice, whether a male or a female voice, the rate, the pitch, the volume.
Voice open. Voice. Mic.
Panel. Automatic language switch. Panel.
Go back to Susan again.
Micros.
Okay.
Desktop list. OBS Studio 17 of 18.
Okay, so this is just a basic introduction to using NVDA Screenreader. Remember, you can always contact your local NCBI worker to get support with individual training or access lesson plans when working with NVDA or other assistive technologies. You can join me in a second video on using NVDA, where I will look at how NVDA works with various web browsers, including Chrome and Firefox, and also how NVDA works with various email applications, including Microsoft Outlook and Gmail.